Did there come a time when you made another video?
Yeah, about a month after we filmed Kuda.
And so how did the filming of Kuda come about? And I'm sorry, could you spell Kuda for the court reporter?
Kuda, K-O-O-D-A.
How did Kuda come about?
Well, after we shot Gummo, I knew I had a formula. I knew the formula was to repeat it. You know what I'm saying?
To repeat what?
To repeat the gang. What's the word for it? The gang. Image, I would say, like promote it. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? That's what people like. So it was like. It was just a formula, a blueprint that I found that worked. So I told Shadi I want to film. At this time, after Gummo came out, not to skip over a lot of stuff, we became really close. So I would hang out in 370 Madison a lot, hang out with him, and I asked him to if it was a good idea to film Kuda, and we started filming on Kuda.
And approximately when, in relation to when Gummo was released, approximately when did you film?
I would say late October, early November.
How did you come up with the name Kuda?
Kuda is actually another rapper. Before I changed my style of rap, I was into this kid named Kuda. I always thought he was a talented kid. I actually liked him a lot, so I named my song after him.
Now, Ms. Varney, if we could please show the witness what's been marked for identification as Government Exhibit 23. Mr. Hernandez, what is Government Exhibit 23?
It's Kuda.
Picture of Kuda?
Yes, sir. Kuda P.
Fairly and accurately depict what he looks like?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, the government offers Government Exhibits 23 and 23A.
No objection.
Proceed.
May we publish Government Exhibit 23?
Yes.
Thank you, Ms. Harney. Now, Mr. Hernandez, where was Kuda filmed?
Kuda was filmed in Brooklyn, in the intersection of Fulton Avenue and Utica, I believe. Yeah, in like Crown Heights, Brooklyn.
Is there a housing development that's around Utica and Fulton?
Yeah, Smurf Village.
Does Smurf Village have any relationship to 9 Trey?
Yeah, there's 9 Trey members who live there.
Now, Mr. Hernandez, if you could turn, there's a CD in front of you marked Government Exhibit 609. Ms. Harney, if we could just open up the opening frame. Prior to testifying, did you review the contents of Government Exhibit 609?
Yes, sir.
What is on 609?
Video of Kuda.
Is it all of Kuda or a portion of Kuda?
A portion.
And also, if you could please, Ms. Harney, pull up Government Exhibit 609T. Did you see 609T in front of you?
Yes.
And what is 609T?
It's the beginning of Kuda.
The lyrics?
The lyrics, yeah.
Your Honor, the government offers Government Exhibit 609T.
Proceed.
No objection.
No objection? No, proceed.
And if I haven't, government offers 609?
I think that had not been offered yet. Any objection?
No objection.
Proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Now, Ms. Harney, if we could please publish and play Government Exhibit 609.
Should the ladies and gentlemen of the jury turn to 609T at this point?
Not at this point. I think we'll watch the video and then we'll turn to the lyrics.
Very good.
Thank you, Ms. Harney. Ms. Harney, if we could turn the volume down. And as we did with Gummo, we'll just go to certain clips in the video. And if we could go to about 20 seconds into the video. go just a little before starting over, I'm sorry. We're going to start at 19 seconds. Play it. Stop. Mr. Hernandez, in the middle of the screen, who's depicted there?
Seiko Billy.
And behind Seiko Billy, I'm sorry, are you on the right side of the screen here? Are you depicted on the right side of the screen? Is that your arm?
That's my hair, yeah, my arm.
And behind you, who's behind you? Behind your arm. And this one, maybe we can play.
Yes. Billy Otto.
Billy Otto?
Yeah.
Now, Ms. Harney, if we go to 30 seconds in the video. Who's depicted here, Mr. Hernandez?
The guy in the red jacket, blue and white. It's Midnight.
And who's Midnight?
Midnight, from my understanding, when I was first introduced to Trey, was he was the one who held the big homie status in Smurf Village, in the housing project right across the street from Kuda.
Was he a 9 Trey member?
Yes, sir.
And by big homie, does that mean he had high-ranking status?
From my understanding, yes.
Thank you, Ms. Harney. We can take down 609. And if we could pull up, please, 609T. And zoom in on the lyrics. And you're at this point, the jury.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, please turn now to 609T in your binders.
Mr. Hernandez, the first line, N-word running out they mouth, but they never pop out. What does that refer to?
Well, the whole paragraph, it speaks about, well, the first line actually is about, I wanted to address all the controversy that was going on after Gummo was released. A lot of people really didn't understand it.
Didn't understand what?
They didn't understand how, I guess, a kid with rainbow hair could be affiliated with Trey Bloods, and it just didn't mix. So, the first line is N-word running out their mouth, but they never pop out. Just in general speaking, like, people, if you replace N with people running out their mouth, but they never pop out. So that's what I meant by it.
And again, what was the genesis of CUDA? Why did you make CUDA? Was it in response to anything?
Yeah, it was a response to everything. All the backlash from the public to you know, just the Trippie Red stuff going on, everything. Other rappers talking, you know.
In the third line, it reads, all my N-word on 50, so you know we hopped out. The phrase on 50, what does that mean?
On 50 is to be on point, like to be aware.
Is that a term associated with 9 Trey? Or Bloods in general?
Bloods in general. I mean, I just think gang in
Leading. One moment. Sustain.
Mr. Hernandez, the term on 50, how do you know about that term?
Well, I was taught about all, you know, well, not all the terms, but I learned a couple just talking with Seiko, Billy, and on 50, you know.
Did you talk to other people?
Yeah, Shadi.
And what did they teach you?
But after Kuda,
I'm sorry. Before CUDA, as you were writing CUDA,
okay, yeah.
with some of the terms in the lyrics,
Yeah.
How did you come about drafting those lyrics or coming up with the lyrics?
Well, me and my best friend Andrew, we write together. But you know, I was spending a lot of time with you know, Trey at 370 Madison, always on 50 or 212.
So based on your time with members of 9 Trey, did you learn any of their lingo or words that they used?
Say that one more time.
Based on your time that you spent with members of 9 Trey, did you learn about some of their lingo or the words that they used?
Correct.
Is on 50 one of those terms that you learned?
Yes.
And what does on 50 mean?
To be aware.
On the next line, line 4, it reads, mobbed out, ops out. We're going to show what we about. What are you talking about in that line?
So in this line, I'm saying mobbed out, like mob, referencing like we're in large numbers, like mobbed out, and we're, you know, mobbed out. Ops out is like opposition, like the opposition, our opposition are out, so we're mobbed out, they're ops out. We're gonna show what we about.
Thank you, Ms. Harney. We can take down 609T.
Mr. Longier, are you done with the examination of this exhibit?
Yes, I am.
All right, I'm looking for a natural break point because I understand that the jurors' coffee has arrived. All right, ladies and gentlemen.